The Charger offense making their way back out there. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert, that'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. To the air again, Herbert. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. 60 yards. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. New England trying to get a place on offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. On 2nd down, it's Harris, and he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They hand this off to Harris. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Throwing Jones. And this is Parker, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. With his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
crew able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. L.A. set to take over again on offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Lawrence Guy picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 2nd and 21. A lot of ground to cover. Another try after the 1st down sack. Herbert. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be the call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Now Jones. Open receiver here, complete. It's Parker. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big play there for the Patriots.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the 1st quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked. And there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing, but how about his accuracy? It's been exceptional.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. T.Y. Hilton there to make the grab. And the Patriots continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Herbert now. It's complete to Williams. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the 1st quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A give, the first man through, Gillespie, the fullback. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Kyle Duggar in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
From the 22, Jones going deep here for Parker. He's got him in, complete. There he goes, left side. Touchdown. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Patriots are able to add on to their first half lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And exactly how fast was he going? According to Next Gen Stats, 21.7 miles per hour. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From the 6. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Justin Herbert and the rest of the Charger offense set to take over once more. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you? Who is going to win that battle of the offensive and defensive lines? Low man wins. We talk about that, but we think about it in a running game. Well, guess what? The same thing happens when you're trying to pass protect. Are you low? Are you balanced? Are you in a position where the pass rush won't bowl you over on their way back to the quarterback? They've got to reestablish that in order to try and keep their man upright.
Because they have been bowled over a lot so far in this one. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
On first down, it's Herbert. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And all the way down to the the 26. A big play there for L.A.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Herbert throwing again. Shakes off the sag. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Not much there, only a yard.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 14.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try waiting to the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory,
touchdown, Chargers! Ian Thomas, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point now by Boswell. It's good, and it's now 35-14. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So the Patriots coming out now. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. On 2nd down now, it's Rice. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This one fielded at the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The attention shifts back to Justin Herbert and the Chargers offense.
And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now.
On 2nd and 12, Herbert.
Well, this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd down and 12. Out of the gun, Herbert. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Herbert on 1st down now. Finding Williams once more, complete.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Second down at 4. Herbert back to the air.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Herbert.
He gets it to Thomas.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
He stiff arms him. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
132 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Patriots. Rob Gronkowski, 70 yards. And the Patriots are pouring it on.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From the 6. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession.
A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
This is taken at the 15. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pats at the line ready to go. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to throw. Jones. And he finds Parker here, complete. Touchdown! A big play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Patriots have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From the 6. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this. On first down, Justin Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll make it a 2nd down. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This 4th and final matchup on this divisional round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's AFC divisional round game. And it's the Baltimore Ravens who will continue on as they knock off the Kansas City Chiefs. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats for the Chargers in that first half. And they've definitely been able to exploit some holes in that opposing secondary as they threw for close to 200 yards in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. Final adjustments are underway in the locker rooms. Which of these 2 teams will survive and advance to next weekend's AFC Championship game? To find out, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. It's an 89-yard kick return, and the Patriots continue to roll.
I talk about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talk about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They turn to the fullback, Gillespie, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices,
the Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Thomas. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A handoff. It's Eckler. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And Thomas has it. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Here's Herbert. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Eckler. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I see him shaking the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Once more, here's Eckler. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Throwing, Jones. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Now Jones. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to...
And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Throwing on first down. Jones. Wide open, Gronkowski. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. Jones. And that's caught by Gronk for a Pats touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Patriots are pouring it on.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On the give, this is Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. It's Eckler again. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back now in Foxborough. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. There he goes again. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. 89 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. Harris. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris taking it in from a yard out. And the Patriots are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From the 6. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's got a man, that's Keenan Allen. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
3rd and 2, Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Fighting through. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
New England's offense set to go. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round and they look to book a spot in the conference championship.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. Room to run past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And some room to work. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots continue to roll. Well, he was already over 100 yards running the football prior to this play, but this run may be his best yet.
I've got to agree with you on that one. We're looking at a guy running with extreme confidence, running in harmony and sync with his blockers. All them kind of moving as one, and look at the end result. Big plays.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This one fielded at the 5. And he returns this to the 22. Well, the Chargers offense back out and ready to go. And they knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert. Oh, and this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Devin McCourty puts it off. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Now Jones throwing on 1st down. Rifles one complete into the hands of Gronkowski. Touchdown, Patriots. Rob Gronkowski saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. but it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. 159 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They run again with Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. New England on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Jones throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Parker. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. On 1st down, Harris. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. New England on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Kendrick Bourne. A touchdown on a kick return and now one through the air. And the Patriots are pouring it on. Able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From the 6. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field, and the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. Another try after the 1st down sack. Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Now it's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he's got some space here. Past the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Koo for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. 1 play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This one fielded at the 5. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On first down, it's Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Patriots have it.
So many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
A gain of 3, second down.
Pardon me, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Stevenson gets it again on second down. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll run with Stevenson. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Koo now for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was polished off by a Ramondre Stevenson touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This one fielded at the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Charger drive about to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could...
Herbert has it knocked free, and the Patriots have it.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They run once more with Stevenson. And down inside the 15 he goes. 48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now a handoff. Stevenson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough way for it to end.